Speaking of candidates, we have a new candidate running for governor here in Washington State. We told you that he was going to run. Mark Mullet, state senator from Issaquah, a Democrat. He is a moderate Democrat by Washington standards, at least. And on the issues that I think are the most important that are locally controlled, homelessness, drug use, crime, taxes, the local economies, he might as well be called a Republican, which is exactly the attacks that he will face and is already facing. So he put out his announcement video on social media, and his main point is we need to be able to afford to live in Washington State, afford to live here comfortably.
Washington is like no other place. There's opportunity, diversity, and innovation. But it also desperately needs change. We have to lower costs for families, and that starts with affordable housing. Creating more pathways to the middle class by expanding vocational programs and recognizing a renewable economy creates a strong economy.
So he's clearly making it very, very obvious that he's a Democrat. He's doing that intentionally, and he's going to continue to do that intentionally. I imagine that Mark Mullet's whole campaign is going to be, I am a Republican who is sane. Or excuse me, I'm a Democrat who's sane. I'm a Republican who's sane. He's going to say,
debatable, but yes.
I'm a Democrat who has reasonable ideas and takes reasonable positions. That you've seen what's been going on in Olympia. You've seen the dysfunction, but really you've seen just some of the crazy ideas. And Democrats hold that view. I know that Democrats in Seattle might not look what's going on in Olympia and say something is off. But I guarantee you the Democrats who live outside of Seattle and maybe even outside of King County, they're looking at this and saying, oh, God, I'm kind of embarrassed. But they're not going to vote for a Republican. And if they are going to vote for a Republican, you're going to have to be very, very, very wise with the one that you choose. Because it can't be someone who's too far to the right. It can't be Lauren Culp. I like Lauren. He never had a chance at winning. I wanted him to win because he would have been better than Jay Inslee. But he was never going to win. And I've been talking about this. In fact, Caleb Heimlich's going to be on in a few moments. I'll ask him. But I continue to wonder whether or not Republicans would be better off supporting someone like Mark Mullet, get him into the primary, and then back him, and then focus our attention and our dollars on Republican candidates for all the other positions that they're going to run for and that are winnable. We had a representative from the Semi Bird campaign come to the Freedom Series, and she asked a question. Nice woman. I think I've seen her before at some of the Freedom Series. And she was asking about how he could win. And my answer was basically, I'm going to be honest with you. You're not going to like my answer. I don't think he can win. Now, I could be 100% wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. I want a Republican to win. I'll pick a Republican who can win over Mark Mullet 10 times out of 10. But let's be honest. It's not easy for a Republican to win. It's not going to be easy for a Republican from anywhere outside of King County to win. That's the unfortunate reality, at least when it comes to the governor's seat.